Bloemhof is burning, and nobody is coming. So now, I'm forcing you to look. I have lived in Bloemhof for almost 20 years. I have watched the sun set over the veld and believed, truly believed, that this was the one place where the rot of the country hadn't quite reached us. I was wrong. We are not just facing a crime wave, we are facing the erasure of our way of life. And I need you to hear me when I say this. I am not writing this as a politician. I am not writing this as a blogger looking for clicks. I am writing this as a man who is tired of the metallic click of a locking gate being the soundtrack to my evenings. I have criticized this town before. I have been hard on it because I love it. You don't spend 20 years yelling at a place you don't care about. You yell because you want it to wake up. But something has shifted. It is no longer just about potholes or municipal mismanagement. It is about the cold sweat you feel when you hear a dog bark at 2 a.m. It is about the way your wife double-checks the burglar bars before she can fall asleep. It is about the fact that we have started looking at strangers with suspicion instead of greeting them with the warmth that small towns are famous for. That is not living, that is hiding. Criminality is a coward. It survives only in the shadows we allow to grow. Every time we whisper about a break-in instead of shouting about it, the shadow grows. Every time we shrug and say, "That's just Africa," we hand the keys of our town over to the very people tearing it apart. There is no cavalry coming from Pretoria. There is no superhero landing in Prince Street. There is only us. And there is one woman who has decided that enough is finally enough. I am talking about Renee Wenzel. You may know her, you may have argued with her, you may have agreed with her. I don't care about any of that right now. What I care about is that when the rest of us were shaking our heads at the coffee table, Renee was knocking on doors. She has the tenacity of a dog with a bone. She has that old-school iron lady grit that makes you sit up straight in your chair. She is not asking for permission to fight for this town. She is fucking doing it. Renee is currently leading a petition demanding urgent intervention. She wants police visibility. She wants accountability. She wants the regional powers to understand that Bloemhof is not a forgotten dot on a map. We are a community of taxpayers and families who refuse to be held hostage. But a petition is just paper and ink if nobody signs it. And that is where you come in. I know you are tired. I know you are scared. But I also know that the people of this town are proud. We are farmers, miners, business owners, and parents. We are not sheep. You don't need to be a hero. You just need to be a neighbor. You need to pick up the phone. You need to send a message. You need to add your name to that piece of paper and say, "I am here, I am watching, and I will not go quietly." Because if we go quiet, we are done. Bloemhof will not disappear because a flood washes us away or because the economy dips. It will disappear because we sat in our living rooms watching the gate and waited for someone else to fix it. I refuse to let that happen. I am asking you to stand with Renee. I am asking you to stand with each other. Talk to your neighbors tonight, not just about the weather, about the safety of your street. Create the network. Share the numbers. Look out for the elderly couple down the road who are too afraid to answer their door. This is our land. This is our home. We are bleeding, but we are not dead. And if we stand shoulder to shoulder, the fear changes sides. Let's make Bloemhof loud again. Contact Renee Wenzel on +278 44408 400 to sign the petition or to find out how you can help secure our town. And don't keep this to yourself. Share it, post it, talk about it. Silence is no longer an option. Copyright BloggingLen. The BloggingLen blog, Medium. Read writing from the BloggingLen blog on Medium. Verified top 2% Medium writer in South Africa. Subscribe to get honest insights, tools and guides with human-centric stories straight to your inbox for free. BloggingLen.